So, you're sitting there at a red light, catching your reflection in the rearview mirror, and you try to say something, anything, just to hear how you sound. But the moment the words leave your throat, that old familiar frustration kicks in. It's too heavy, too buzzy in your chest, and it just doesn't match the person looking back at you in the mirror. Trust me, I've been there, gripping the steering wheel so hard my knuckles turned white, wondering if I'd ever find a voice that actually felt like mine. Welcome back to My Life, My Rules, and honestly, if you've ever felt like your voice is the one thing holding you back from feeling truly seen, you are in the right place today. We're talking about the ultimate secret lab for voice training, your car. Think about it. Your car is basically a private, soundproof booth where you can make the weirdest noises imaginable without your neighbors, your roommates, or your family wondering if you've finally lost it. It's the perfect place to build confidence and muscle memory while you're stuck in traffic or just taking the long way home. We're going to dive into 3 specific, super effective exercises you can start doing today, right behind the wheel. We're going to talk about resonance, pitch, and those tricky vocal folds, but we're going to keep it simple, friendly, and totally doable. Because at the end of the day, your voice is an instrument, and just like learning the guitar or the piano, it's all about practice and patience. You don't need a fancy studio or a professional coach to start making progress. You just need a little bit of time and the willingness to sound a bit silly for a while. Before we even start the engine, let's talk about why we're doing this. For so many of us in the community, especially when we're exploring our feminine side or transitioning, the voice can feel like a massive wall. It's the thing that clocks us, right? Or at least, that's what the anxiety in our heads tells us. But here's the truth. Feminizing your voice isn't about just talking in a high-pitched squeak. In fact, please don't do that. It'll just hurt your throat and sound forced. It's actually about where the sound lives in your body and how you shape the space inside your mouth and throat. It's a physical habit, and habits take time to break. But the car is your best friend here. No one can hear you over the hum of the road or the radio. You can fail, you can crack, you can laugh at yourself, and it's all totally safe. It's your sanctuary. So, adjust your seat, check your mirrors, and let's get into the first big shift, which is all about getting that sound out of your chest and into your head. The first exercise is something I like to call the MMM to now exercise, and it's all about resonance. If you put your hand on your chest right now and speak in your default voice, you'll probably feel a lot of vibration. That's chest resonance, and it's what gives a voice that deep, heavy quality. To feminize the voice, we want to move that vibration up into our face, specifically around the nose and lips. Think of it like moving a speaker from the floor up onto a shelf. So, while you're driving, I want you to start with a simple hum. Just While you're humming, try to feel where the buzzing is. Is it in your throat? Try to push it forward until you feel your lips tingle. Once you feel that buzz right on your lips, slowly open it up into a word like now or no. It sounds like now. Do you hear how that now feels lighter? It's not necessarily higher in pitch, but it's brighter. It's forward. You're aiming for what some people call the mask of the face. If you're stuck at a red light, just keep humming. Vary the hum. Make it a bit more nasal, then a bit more heady. The goal is to spend your entire commute just getting used to the feeling of sound vibrating in your face rather than your ribcage. It feels weird at first, like you're playing a character, but eventually your muscles start to realize, oh, we can actually make sound here without much effort. And honestly, it's a great way to drown out the sound of people honking at you. Now, once you've got a handle on moving that vibration around, we have to talk about the physical space in your throat. This brings us to exercise number 2. The big dog, small dog. This one is a classic in the voice training world because it's so visual or, well, audible. When a big dog pants, it's deep and hollow because they have a huge throat and a huge mouth. Think of a golden retriever. Ha ha ha. Now, think of a tiny little Pomeranian. Their pant is much higher and sharper. Ha ha ha. It's not that the small dog is trying to be girly. It's just that the space the air is moving through is much smaller. When we feminize the voice, we're trying to mimic that small dog space by raising our larynx. That's the Adam's apple area. While you're cruising down the highway, try shifting between the two. Start with the big dog pant, feeling your throat open wide and low. Then, Slowly transition into the small dog pant. You'll feel the back of your tongue rise and your throat tighten just a little bit, making the air sound higher pitched even though you aren't using your vocal cords yet. This is just breath. Once you find that small dog position, try to hold it and say a simple sentence like, "The weather is nice today." Notice how much more feminine the resonance is because you've shortened the tube that the sound is traveling through. It's physics, really. And the best part? If someone looks over at you at a stoplight while you're panting like a chihuahua, they'll probably just think you're singing along to a really intense techno song. The third exercise is for when you're feeling a bit more confident and want to work on the melody of your speech, which is pitch and inflection. We call this the siren slide. See, feminine speech tends to have more valley and peaks than masculine speech. It's more musical. Men often speak in a more monotone, flat line, whereas women's voices tend to jump up and down for emphasis. So, to get those muscles flexible, we're going to play siren. Start at the lowest note you can comfortably hit and slowly slide your voice up to the highest note you can hit without it cracking into a Mickey Mouse voice. Just a long oh. Up and down like a police car. Oh, 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 oh. The key here isn't to stay at the top. It's to get comfortable moving through your range. As you do this, try to catch yourself at a point that feels higher than your normal voice but still natural and strong. That's your new target pitch. While you're driving, try to tell a story about your day using that siren-like movement. Exaggerate it. Go way up on the words you want to emphasize and let it glide back down. I went to the store, and you'll never guess who I saw. See how that never jumps up? That's where the personality lives. The more you do this, the more natural those pitch jumps will become in actual conversation. I know this can feel overwhelming. I know there are days when you just want to open your mouth and have the right voice come out without all this work. But I want you to remember something really important. Your voice doesn't define your validity. Whether your voice is deep, high, raspy, or soft, you are who you say you are. These exercises are just tools to help you feel more comfortable in your own skin, like putting on a favorite outfit or styling your hair. They are for you and nobody else. Some days your voice will feel great, and other days it'll feel like it's stuck in the mud. That's okay. Just keep the radio on, keep practicing in your car studio, and be kind to yourself. You're literally retraining muscles that have functioned one way for years. Give them grace. You're doing something brave by even trying. So, next time you hop in the driver's seat, skip the podcast for 10 minutes and give these a go. Start with that buzz to get the resonance in your face. Try the small dog to lift that larynx and finish off with some siren slides to find your melody. You'll be amazed at how much progress you can make just by using your commute time. If you found these tips helpful, or if you have a favorite exercise of your own, please drop a comment below. I love hearing about your journeys and the little wins you have every day. It honestly makes my day to see this community supporting each other. And hey, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join the My Life, My Rules family. We're all about living authentically, one step at a time, and I'd love to have you along for the ride. Check out our other videos for more tips on identity and queer life, and remember, your life, your rules. Keep being amazing, keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next one. Safe driving. Thank you so much for watching till now. It means the world to have you here. This community is all about empowering each other and celebrating the incredible journeys of everyone on their path to living authentically. If you're ever feeling lost or alone, remember you have a whole family here for you. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and let's keep inspiring each other, sending you all the love and strength in the world. Until next time, live your life by your rules.